Intro. What if I told you the secret to getting a handle on high blood sugar isn't just about what you cut out of your diet? For years, we've been taught to see every carb as the bad guy. We've been told to fear fruit and sidestep potatoes. But what if that was only half the story? What if the most powerful strategy wasn't just about what you remove, but about what you add? It turns out scientists are starting to agree. They're looking at a powerful group of compounds found in everyday plants that could be the key to tackling the root cause of high blood sugar. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these compounds are, where to find them, and how you can use them to start taking back control of your health starting today. The problem. So many of us are trying to do all the right things. We're saying no to dessert, we're choosing the whole grain option, we're trying to get our steps in. And yet, the numbers on the glucose meter just don't seem to get the memo. It's frustrating, and it can feel like you're fighting a battle you just can't win. The reason for this struggle often boils down to one single, widely misunderstood problem: insulin resistance. Let's make it simple. Think of your cells like tiny houses that need glucose for fuel. Insulin is the key that unlocks the front door to let that glucose in. In a healthy body, this is a smooth operation. You eat, your blood sugar goes up, insulin comes out, the doors unlock, and sugar goes into the cells to be used for energy. But with insulin resistance, it's like the locks on those doors have gotten rusty and jammed. Your pancreas has to work overtime, making more and more insulin, basically shouting louder and louder to try and force those doors open. Over time, the whole system gets worn out. The keys don't work well anymore, sugar can't get into the cells, and it builds up in your bloodstream where it starts causing damage. This is high blood sugar, and it's the on-ramp to type 2 diabetes. For decades, the advice was just to stop eating sugar. But what if we could just fix the locks? The plant-powered solution, polyphenols. This is where things get really exciting. Let me introduce you to polyphenols. This is the family of plant compounds scientists are buzzing about. Polyphenols are a huge class of thousands of molecules that plants make to protect themselves from things like stress and UV radiation. They're the plant's personal security team and pharmacy all rolled into one. And the best part is, when we eat these plants, we get to borrow those benefits for ourselves. This isn't just some health fad, it's backed by a mountain of solid research. Study after study in major journals is showing that diets rich in these compounds can dramatically lower the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In fact, one major Spanish study found that people with the highest intake of polyphenols were 28% less likely to develop the disease compared to those with the lowest intake. So how do they pull this off? It's a multi-pronged attack. Polyphenols are powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, which directly fight the chronic inflammation and stress that cause insulin resistance in the first place. They can also slow down how you digest and absorb carbohydrates, which helps prevent those crazy blood sugar spikes after a meal. And some can even improve how your cells respond to insulin, essentially helping to unjam that rusty lock and key. So where do you find these amazing compounds? The good news is you don't need an expensive supplement. They're hiding in plain sight, probably in foods you already love. Let's get to the list. The list: 6 polyphenol-rich foods to start eating today. Number 1, berries. This one's probably not a huge shock, but it's at the top of the list for a reason. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and especially the really dark ones like black chokeberries are loaded with a type of polyphenol called anthocyanins. These are the compounds that give them those beautiful, rich red, blue, and purple colors. Research confirms that anthocyanins are metabolic superstars. They help protect the precious insulin-producing cells in your pancreas, improve insulin sensitivity, and can seriously blunt the blood sugar response after you eat carbs. Studies have directly linked a higher intake of anthocyanin-rich foods like blueberries to a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The best part? It's so easy. Toss a handful in your morning yogurt, blend them into a smoothie, or just enjoy them straight out of the container. Number 2, green tea. If you're looking for a simple daily habit with a massive metabolic payoff, start sipping green tea. It's packed with a class of polyphenols called catechins, and the most famous of the bunch is EGCG. These catechins work in a couple of brilliant ways. First, it can partially block the enzymes in your gut that break down starches. It's like having a built-in traffic controller for sugar, slowing down how much gets absorbed into your bloodstream. Second, they help your muscle cells take up glucose more effectively, pulling it out of the blood to be burned for energy. This improves insulin sensitivity and helps keep your blood sugar nice and stable. Try to get in 1 to 3 cups of unsweetened green tea a day. You can have it hot or iced, so it's the perfect drink for any season. Mid-roll CTA. If you're finding this helpful and you're ready to stop fighting against your body and start working with it, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We put out videos every week packed with science-backed tips just like this one, and I'd hate for you to miss what's coming next. Number 3, dark chocolate and cocoa. All right, this is the one everyone loves to hear. Yes, chocolate can be a health food, but it has to be the right kind. I'm talking about dark chocolate that's at least 70% cocoa, or pure, unsweetened cocoa powder. The magic here comes from polyphenols called flavonols. Studies have shown that cocoa flavonols can significantly improve insulin sensitivity. They do this by protecting your blood vessels and improving blood flow, which helps your body manage everything more efficiently. They also have a powerful anti-inflammatory effect, which, as we now know, is a key villain in the insulin resistance story. A small square of high-quality dark chocolate after dinner can be a fantastic way to crush a sweet craving, or add a tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder to your coffee or smoothie for a concentrated flavanol hit. Just be sure to check the label for sugar content. Number 4, legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are absolute nutritional powerhouses, and their polyphenol content is a big reason why. They're full of flavonoids and phenolic acids that are great for blood sugar control. But legumes have a secret weapon known as the second meal effect, and this is truly fascinating. The unique blend of fiber and resistant starch in beans gets fermented by your gut bacteria, which then produces beneficial compounds called short-chain fatty acids. These compounds send signals throughout your body that improve your insulin sensitivity. The effect is so powerful that eating beans with your dinner can actually lower your blood sugar spike after breakfast the very next morning. You're basically setting your body up for success hours in advance. Try adding lentils to soups, tossing chickpeas in your salad, or swapping some meat for black beans in your chili. Your gut and your blood sugar will thank you for it. Number 5, apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away is one of the oldest sayings in the book, and when it comes to blood sugar, it's spot on. Apples, especially the skin, are a fantastic source of a flavonoid called quercetin. Quercetin has been shown in many studies to have anti-diabetic effects. It helps encourage the pancreas to release insulin, improves how your muscle cells take up glucose, and is a potent anti-inflammatory. Some research has even noted that its mechanism shares similarities with common diabetes medications. Apples also contain another polyphenol called florazin, which helps slow down how quickly you absorb carbs in your gut. So next time you grab an apple, make sure you eat the skin. That's where a huge chunk of the good stuff is. Number 6, cinnamon. Our final item isn't a food, but a spice. Cinnamon is one of the most polyphenol-rich spices on the planet, and its effects on blood sugar are truly remarkable. Here's the cool part. Studies have shown that compounds in cinnamon can work in 2 ways. First, they can increase your cell's sensitivity to the insulin you're already making. And second, some compounds may even act a bit like insulin themselves, helping to get glucose into your cells. Research has shown that as little as half a teaspoon a day can have a noticeable impact on lowering fasting blood sugar levels. This is probably the easiest one of all to use. Sprinkle it in your coffee, on your oatmeal, in your yogurt, or even in savory dishes. It's a simple, delicious hack for giving your body extra blood sugar support every single day. Conclusion. So, let's put it all together. Getting a handle on high blood sugar and insulin resistance doesn't have to be about declaring war on food. It's not about endless restriction or feeling deprived. The new science of metabolic health is showing us that one of the best approaches is a strategy of strategic addition. By consciously adding these polyphenol-rich foods, berries, green tea, dark chocolate, legumes, apples, and cinnamon, you are actively giving your body the exact tools it needs to start healing. You're fighting inflammation, improving your insulin sensitivity, and protecting your cells. You're fixing the problem right at the source. You have the power to change your story. It's not about being perfect. It's about making one better choice at a time. Start small. Pick one food from this list and find a way to work it into your routine this week. See how you feel. You might just be amazed at how quickly your body responds when you finally give it what it's been asking for. CTA. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these foods are you most excited to try? Let me know down in the comments. And as a thank you for watching all the way to the end, I've put together a free downloadable grocery list with the top polyphenol foods we talked about today, plus a few bonus ones. You can find the link right at the top of the description below. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video, where we're going to cover 3 healthy breakfasts that are secretly spiking your blood sugar. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.